What's going on, YouTube? Got a little test thing I'm doing right here. I hate doing multiple day videos because I'm not good at it. A lot of people on YouTube are great at it, but I suck at it. That's why mine are always like one-line kind of videos. But I just wanted to show off these guys here. I just it was all cotton up, catching up on my sleeve there. As you can see, this guy's looking pretty good. Actually, in the camera, that right, I can't get my finger right there. That one leaf right there kind of looks like it's kind of yellowing, and in real life, it doesn't really look like that. But check out my pepper. Looking horrible. A little bit of new green growth and everything like that. But pretty much, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was like 7-8 was the pH on that one. This one was like, I think 7-8 again. I think that one was 8, and I think that one was like 8.4 or something like that. So I went ahead. This guy with the squash was also down quite a bit. So I went ahead and topped it off because, well, here, a funny one. I was doing like the same measurements for each one of these because the water lines were pretty much the same except for that one. And when I did my measurement, I was like, uh-oh, I think it just dropped the pH way farther than I wanted to. But so I had to go ahead and hurry up and throw some more water back in there. But yeah, so there's a little bit extra water in there, but there was not a lot of water left in that thing anyway. But as you can see, these leaves, some of them are looking pretty bad, like this. Right over there. I'm not going to do anything else. Some little like squash looking bee leaf popping off. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to go ahead. Here's another horrible leaf right there. And then a bunch right in here. But I'm not going to do anything. And I'm going to just monitor the pH. I just checked it a little bit ago. The lights turned off like a couple hours ago, so they shouldn't even be on right now. But I wanted to, at least show off what these things look like, and we're gonna find out if it gets any better with just the pH being adjusted. This one was, I think, down to 6.4. I think maybe it was 6. I think it was 6.4, which I was looking between, I was looking for like 6.1, 6.2, but 6.4 or 6.5, I don't know, whatever the heck it was right in the amount. I didn't want to add anything else, so did that. I'm pretty sure same thing with this guy, that guy, and that guy. So, but I'm just going to start this. Here's the beginning, and we'll go ahead and see what it looks like in the future. Alrighty, here's another update here. I don't know how many days it's been here, but I think it's like 4 or 5 days. Tried to adjust the pH in all these guys. I adjusted it all the way down to like a 6.2. Checked it the next day, and it was back up. This one was, I think, 7.4, 7.8, I believe 8. And 8.4. So I kept screwing around trying to play with the pH, and then today I said heck with it. So I just dumped all the water out, rinsed the container out. This one in particular, I did that one first because that was giving me the most trouble. I adjusted the pH, and I gave it enough to drop it down to like 6.2, and I checked it, and it's like 3.7. I was like, what the heck? And I was like, I'll give it a day. Maybe that's why this pepper looks so horrible, but the Malabar is not looking too bad, but the one in the dirt is looking way better. But actually, the last update that I did, which was almost a week ago, on the other Malabar, it looks way better in that update. But anyway, so this one right here, I dumped it, changed the water and everything, and checked it. And the first adjustment that I did a small one. I only wanted to go from like 7, I think it was 7.6 or 7.8. And I wanted to, I don't know, hit around 7. So I went real light and did a small dose, and it went to like 3 again. which, by the way, I'm doing the exact same dosages on these other guys right here with the same amount of water, and not getting the same results. So this one right there, I went ahead, I dumped the water, I rinsed out the container, I rinsed off the plants, I rinsed down the rocks, everything. Everything but rinsed down the lid. Maybe I should have hit that one. But did all that stuff and brought it back in here, and yeah, so for a second time I went ahead and adjusted the pH, got it down to 6.2. Then I added my it's pretty much Kangstar's Master Blend. I added that in all three of these guys. Look at that freaking Brandywine. Look how beautiful that is. Standing up nice and tall, roots are pretty good. This little Marglobe is looking beautiful, and its roots are not very big, but they're a lot of them spiking out. But anyway, I did the Master Blend, which would be what, a 41838 hydroponic really mix, and then the calcium nitrate, which is what, 15.500, right? Yep, 15.500, and then Epsom salt. So these are about, I don't know, approximately about half a gallon or something like that. So I kind of undershot the measurements for half a gallon. One thing I did want to note was this guy, this one right over here, not looking so good, like kind of falling over and stuff. Pretty much no leaves on it. Everything's looking crappy. The other guys are actually doing okay, but as you can see, there's some crappy looking leaves all throughout in here. So I might trim those guys off or something like that, but I'm going to do that tomorrow at the earliest. I'm going to let this go ahead and go overnight and see what kind of results we get. But so far so good. The tomatoes really don't care what the pH is. It's been like 7.8 the whole time, and they've just been sitting there doing their thing. But alright, well, there yet again is another look at this horrible looking pepper here. I don't even remember what kind of pepper this is. Where did I grab it from? I don't know. It's either green bell or jalapeno. But anyway, not looking so good. But I'm thinking as long as it's starting to look half decent, I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of these leaves right there so that it looks half decent. But this is yet another day and another update on the hydroponic experiment that I've got going on over here in the indoor grow room. So don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun happy media stuff down below. I'll give you an update at a later point. Till then.